Emma Carter had always believed in kindness. Working the late-night shift at Benny's diner wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills. One cold evening, she noticed an old man shivering outside. His clothes were tattered, and his eyes carried a sadness that tugged at her heart. Without hesitation, she reached into her pocket, pulled out a few dollars, and paid for a warm meal. She smiled as she handed him the tray. "Eat up, sir. It's on me." The old man looked at her, his eyes welling with gratitude. "Thank you, young lady. You have no idea what this means to me." Just as Emma turned back to the counter, her boss, Mr. Randall, stormed out of his office. His face was red with anger. "Did you just give away free food?" he barked. Emma hesitated, then nodded. "He was hungry, sir. I paid for it myself." Randall sneered. "This is a business, not a charity. If you want to feed the homeless, do it on your own time. You're fired." Emma's stomach dropped. "Sir, please." But he waved her off. "Get out. Now." Heartbroken, Emma gathered her things. Just as she was about to leave, the old man approached and handed her something, a receipt. "Look at this," he whispered. Confused, Emma glanced at it. What she saw made her gasp. The receipt wasn't just an order ticket, it was a handwritten note. "Meet me at the Grand Hotel tomorrow at noon. Trust me." Emma stared at the note in disbelief. Was this some kind of joke? Why would a homeless man ask her to meet him at the fanciest hotel in town? She hesitated but then stuffed the receipt in her bag. With no job and no prospects, what did she have to lose? The next morning, she put on her best outfit, though it was just a simple blouse and jeans, and walked toward the Grand Hotel, her heart pounding with uncertainty. As Emma entered the lobby, she felt out of place. The chandeliers sparkled, and people in elegant attire walked past her. She approached the reception desk hesitantly. I was asked to meet someone here," she said nervously. Before the receptionist could respond, a well-dressed man stepped forward. It was the old man from the diner, but he looked completely different, clean-shaven, wearing a tailored suit. "Emma, I'm so glad you came," he said with a warm smile. Emma blinked in shock. "Sir, you look completely different. What's going on?" The man chuckled. "I owe you an explanation. My name is William Harrington. I'm not actually homeless. I was conducting a social experiment to find genuine kindness in the world. And you, Emma, showed me that kindness still exists." Emma felt her head spin. "I don't understand." William led her to a private lounge. "Emma, I've been searching for someone like you, someone with a pure heart. I run a charitable foundation, and I need people who truly care about others. Would you be interested in working for me?" Emma's mouth fell open. "Wait, you're offering me a job? After I just got fired?" William nodded. "Not just any job, a leadership role. I want you to help run my charity." Emma hesitated. "Mr. Harrington, this is incredible, but I have no experience running a charity. I was just a cashier." He smiled. "You have something more valuable than experience. You have heart. I can teach you the rest." Emma's mind raced. Could she really do this? Did she dare to take this leap of faith? After a night of reflection, Emma called William the next morning. "I'm in." "Excellent," William said. "Let's change lives together." Emma felt an unfamiliar excitement. Maybe losing her job had been a blessing in disguise. Her first day at the foundation was overwhelming but exhilarating. She met volunteers, helped organize food drives, and learned how donations were managed. It was a world away from ringing up orders at the diner. By the end of the day, she knew this was where she was meant to be. One afternoon, she spotted a familiar face, Mr. Randall. The diner had been shut down due to bad press over Emma's firing. "Emma," he muttered. I was wrong." She looked at him, surprised. "People deserve kindness, Mr. Randall. I hope you've learned that." Emma dedicated herself to the foundation, making sure no one felt forgotten or hungry. She organized meal drives, mentorship programs, and shelter initiatives. As she looked out at the people they were helping, she knew her life had changed forever, all because of one small act of kindness. Running a charity wasn't easy. Emma faced funding shortages, logistical nightmares, and the overwhelming responsibility of making sure every dollar counted. But she didn't give up. One evening, Emma received a letter. Inside was a check for $500,000, an anonymous donation. Tears filled her eyes. Whoever had sent this had just saved countless lives. Days later, William revealed the truth. It was him. "I wanted to test your commitment before investing more," he admitted. "Emma, you've proven yourself beyond measure." She hugged him. "Thank you for believing in me." Emma's foundation grew beyond food drives. They built shelters, funded education programs, and helped people find jobs. What started as one act of kindness had become a movement. A journalist covered Emma's story. Soon, news outlets nationwide wanted to interview her. "Why do you do this?" they asked. "Because kindness changes lives," she said simply. Mr. Randall showed up at the shelter one day, homeless. His business had failed. Emma didn't hesitate. She gave him a meal. Everyone deserves a second chance. Tears filled his eyes. "Thank you." 1 year after getting fired, Emma stood outside Benny's diner. The place was closed for good. She realized how much her life had changed and how grateful she was for it. At a charity gala, William introduced Emma. "This woman changed my life, and thousands more." As she spoke, her eyes met his. He nodded, proud of the woman she had become. Her journey had started with a simple meal. And now, she was feeding hope to the world.